Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of TarotCelebritea with your boy Ducky. Today, we are going to be doing an updated reading on Zhao Lusi and Wang Yibo. So first and foremost, I do want to apologize for that shuffle, because that was a poor shuffle. But first and foremost, I want to apologize for mispronouncing their names. If I'm mispronouncing their names at all, I'm so sorry. It is not my intention to disrespect them at all. So remember to take these videos with a grain of salt, and remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that, you may ask? That is because we do not have Wang Yibo, nor do we have Zhao Lusi here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, is resonating with them or is not resonating with them. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. And without further ado, let's get started on this beautiful reading. Okay, there we go. So I got a good shuffle there. That last one, that was good. All right, so Zhao Lusi and Wang Yibo. So let's start with Zhao Lusi and Wang Yibo's current connection. What is their current combined connection like right now? 2024. We got death in reverse. Interesting. Sorry for the glare. Let's keep on going. We got the 10 of Swords in reverse. Again, sorry for the glare. Okay. And 4 of Wands in reverse. So immediately with this death card in reverse coming up, there was something that needed to have happened a long time ago that finally happened between these two. I'm going to say I don't know. I'm just thinking of like some kind of like a distance or a separation that happened. There's something that was removed here within their connection that needed to have been removed, or something that needed to have happened, a change that needed to have happened, that finally happened between these two. And there's a lot of release, and I'm feeling a lot of like a sense of like a release of guilt and betrayal. So I don't know, I feel like these two were very close. This is just my speculation, y'all, remember, because I like to go into these videos like not really knowing as much about the people that I'm doing readings on, and just kind of reading the cards and going based off of that. And with this 10 of Swords in reverse, you know, the 10 of Swords is all about heartbreak and feeling betrayed, feeling hurt, feeling backstabbed. But when this card came in reverse, or comes in reverse, to me it feels like there's like a release of that betrayal, a release of that maybe feeling guilty, feeling hurt. There's a release here. But with this 4 of Wands that came in reverse as well, I feel like something that was very stable, prosperous, and I'm just thinking like comfortable. I'm looking at these little houses and I'm just thinking like homey, comfortable. Like I feel like they had a very comforting connection, and they were very grounded in this comfort. They were very grounded in how comfortable they felt with one another. But now I feel like that sense of comfort, that sense of groundedness, that sense of prosperity between this connection has kind of changed. And maybe, yeah, there's something that happened here that needed to have happened. Let's see if I can try and get another card. Like, what is this change that happened? The 9 of Wands. I'm hearing like standing up for yourself. So maybe like one of them finally like had enough, finally like stood up for themselves, and they finally like, yeah, they finally kind of like said enough is enough. Like maybe I've been holding my tongue for too long about how you hurt me, how you've betrayed my trust or something, and that since that trust is broken, like we can't really go back to how things were. So that's kind of just how what I'm seeing with this connection. I don't know. Let me know what you know of these two beautiful people. But that's kind of what I'm seeing here based off of the current connection. Let's go on with Zhao Lusi. No, wow, words. Let's go on with Zhao Lusi's thoughts on Wang Yibo. Oh, Emperor. Zhao Lusi's thoughts on Wang Yibo. Seven of Cups. Okay. All right. Let's go on with Wang Yibo's thoughts on Zhao Lusi. Whoa, Six of Cups. With strength in reverse. It's so interesting. Wow. They each both got a major arcana card and a minor arcana. See? Emperor, strength, and then they got two minor arcana cards, one on each side. So let's start with Zhao Lusi's thoughts on Wang Yibo. So Zhao Lusi thinks that Wang Yibo is very in control and sure of himself. When she thinks of Wang Yibo, she thinks of someone who commands authority, someone who commands authority because they know who they are, and they demand that respect because they respect themselves, they respect others, and they when she thinks of Wang Yibo, she just thinks of someone who's just very authoritative. um but on the flip side, we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups is someone who has a lot of options. Look at this. Like, look at this beautiful person looking at all these beautiful flowers. Like, wow, look at all these beautiful options I got. But when this card comes in reverse, um, Zhao Lusi thinks that Wang Yibo sometimes has so many options that he's a little bit indecisive. Maybe he what is it? Wants his cake and eat it too. What is the phrase? What is the saying I'm trying to think of? I don't know. But where like where basically you want it all. You want a little bit of this, you want a little bit of that. You want is it you want to have your cake and eat it too? I don't know. But basically he is indecisive. Maybe it could be like when it comes to romance, Wang Yibo can be a little bit indecisive. He has a lot of potential suitors, a lot of people that are interested in him, and so he shows a little bit of interest to each one, but he doesn't really choose or make a decision on who or what he's going to pursue or focus on. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. But again, very authoritative as good things. So now let's go on with Wang Yibo's thoughts on Zhao Lusi. Let's go on with the positives, shall we? So Wang Yibo, why am I having such a hard time saying their names today? I'm having a hard time speaking. All right. So Wang Yibo's thoughts on Zhao Lusi is that when he thinks of Zhao Lusi, he thinks of just someone who makes him go back to like simpler times. The Six of Cups is the card of memory. When you start reminiscing and you're like, wow, this brings me back to like childhood days when we just have fun and we don't have to worry about our responsibilities. So when Wang Yibo thinks of Zhao Lusi, he thinks of someone who just takes him back to very simple times. He could also just be very reminiscent of what their connection used to be like, because remember how I mentioned their connection now maybe isn't as strong, isn't as close as it used to be, and maybe it's because there was like a betrayal, um, or someone kind of like jeopardizing the trust within this connection. But when he thinks of Zhao Lusi, he thinks of good memories. He thinks of very happy, simple times. But in reverse, here we got the strength card. So a negative quality that Wang Yibo has, or when he thinks of Zhao Lusi, is that he thinks that maybe Zhao Lusi sometimes is very difficult to let people in. The strength card in reverse, sometimes it can talk about kind of like being a little bit cowardly, or kind of like giving in to your weaknesses, or giving in to your to negative thoughts. So it could be maybe Wang Yibo, when he thinks of Zhao Lusi, he thinks of someone who brings such great fun memories, but sometimes maybe she is a little bit of a harsh judge of character for her to herself, or she is a harsh um self-critic. Or it could also just be that she's very difficult to get to know or to let other people in. And it could be that maybe she's very hard to get to know, and once she lets people in, it's very easy to kind of like kick them out, which, same, because it's very easy for me to cut people out. And maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe something happened between Wang Yibo and Zhao Lusi, where like maybe Zhao Lusi felt hurt, she felt a little bit betrayed, and because it takes her a while to open up to people or to trust people, maybe she felt betrayed by this connection, and so kind of there's this weird connection going on, or disconnect, I should say, rather, where they're not really as close right now, but they both think good and not so great things of one another. So let's finish off this beautiful video with some beautiful ducky advice, because here in the ducky channel, of course, we love to read cards and focus on like what's going on, but we like to focus more on solutions. What can we do to improve, to better ourselves? So let's see what these two beautiful people can do to better themselves, this connection, or whatever is going on in their life right now. We got the Three of Cups celebration, and with friends, I should say, because that's what the Three of Cups is all about. With the Five of Cups, they need to tap into their emotions. That's sweet. I like that. Okay, let's read a Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle card. The Water Leaper, you will rise by taking steps and overleaping nothing. 49. Card 49. So, card 49, 4 plus 9, 13. Then you simplify that down to 4, right? 4 is all about stability, which is so interesting because remember how in the first group of cards we got the Four of Wands, which is all about stability and having prosperity. But this card came in reverse. So there is a lack of prosperity, a lack of harmony, a lack of structure, and kind of like a cracked foundation within this connection. And the advice here is you will rise by taking steps and overleaping nothing. The connection for them, the advice for this connection, I should say, is they will grow if they just talk about everything and they don't leave anything left unsaid. This Ten of Swords came out in the beginning, which is all about feeling sad. Like, look at this. And this is a more of like feminine energy. So it could be that, whoever has more feminine energy in this connection feels hurt. But we can move besides that. There is someone here that was hurt, and the advice is you will rise by taking steps and overleaping nothing, which to me is saying you will you will improve this connection by verbalizing, by speaking whatever is on your mind, and not leaving anything left unsaid. You need to verbalize everything. You need to let go and talk about, what has hurt you and how you've been focusing on the negatives rather than the positives in this connection. Wow, this advice is coming out like spitfire for me. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like there's someone here that has been focusing so too much on the negatives when this connection has been so great up until this point. Because I remember a previous reading that I've done of these two. These two have had like a really good friendship, um, or a very good connection, and it seems like here one person has been focusing a lot more on the negatives rather than, you know, appreciating the strengths and the love that this connection has had. So they need to go back to, they need to talk about what they've been focusing on, the negatives that they have been focusing on. And what better way to do it than to like invite each other to like celebrate maybe an accomplishment or an award. But there's some kind of like sense of celebration here that these two need to start doing. They need to start celebrating. They need to start having fun. They need to start what's the word I'm trying to think of. To me it's like feeling your oats. You need to start feeling your oats. You need to start being confident in yourself and being proud of your accomplishments and celebrating those accomplishments. So that's what needs to happen here. And I think a great way for them to do it is to invite one another to celebrate some kind of accomplishment. And it would be a great way for them to kind of talk about what's been on their mind and maybe some negative things that have been on their mind, and it's going to really help them grow and improve and get past this. So but yeah, and let me just do one last reading or card pull for, like, is there a romantic connection between these two? Because sometimes some people want to know so badly. So I try and appease the masses. So let's see. I'm gonna pull one card. We'll do two. Top card and bottom card. 8 of Cups in reverse. With the bottom of the deck, the Magician in reverse. Okay, so I don't think there's a romantic connection here. Look at this. Look at this, like, person already just like floating away. The 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is all about traveling and distance, but in reverse, it talks about like seeking something that's not realistic. So I feel like, is there a romantic connection between these two? Probably not. And I think it's maybe because one or both parties have some unrealistic expectations of maybe a romantic relationship, or unrealistic expectations of themselves or one another, which would really limit the growth of a romantic connection within these two. And we also got the Magician in reverse. There is a little bit of kind of like manipulative energy here. And again, with this 10 of Swords that came in the beginning of the reading in reverse, someone did get hurt here, and it was by some kind of like malice, manipulative intent, or may it that betrayed some trust. So I don't really see that there is a romantic connection here, but there is still some hope for some kind of like friendly connection to mend things, because there was some kind of hurt here. There was a little bit of like betrayal or something that was said that hurt another one. So but yeah, that's what that's it for this reading. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching it. For this Wow, what is wrong with me? Okay, I'm gonna end this video soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting me, y'all. Thank you so much for requesting videos. Um, Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others. And as always, stay hydrated. Maybe that's why I've been tripping on my words. I need to drink more of my tea. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.